I don't know. I think that if you're a fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean series, Pirates of the Caribbean or the Caribbean, I'm not sure which way you say it. So Jungle Cruise. I'm pretty much of two minds of this movie. On one hand, I found it somewhat enjoyable. On the other hand, I was pretty bored. All right, so I watched Jungle Cruise probably about a day or so ago, and I want to do my little mini review on this movie. When I first heard it came out, when I watched the previews and stuff like that, I thought that it looked pretty exciting. It kind of reminded me of the Pirates of the Caribbean with Johnny Depp. But did we get that? Did we get that? I remember the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie was pretty action-packed movie. It felt like a box office movie, and the ones since then, they were enjoyable, but they were completely forgettable as far as I'm concerned. I don't even remember what all happened in those movies. I don't even remember what all happened in the first one, to be honest with you. But Jungle Cruise, by the look of the trailers, it looked like it's going to be along the same lines, like a movie-style movie, a blockbuster-style action movie with a lot of entertainment value and laughs and thrills and stuff like that. Before I continue on, if you like to see more videos and stuff about movie reviews, TV show reviews, Netflix, in the theater, whatever, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. I always post a lot of videos. I try to do at least one video weekly, sometimes two or three. But go ahead and subscribe to this channel, the DL Jones Show, and make sure you give it a thumbs up, a like, so this video could get shown to more people. Now, if you don't know, Jungle Cruise is the new movie that just released on Disney Plus, starring The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and Emily Blunt. And one thing I realized when I'm watching this movie, and I kind of always had this feeling, and it's that whenever I see a movie that is starring The Rock, while I do like The Rock, I kind of don't have a lot of interest in his movies. It's kind of hard to explain. Like, I like The Rock. I think The Rock character, the person, I think he's pretty cool. He's entertaining. But when I see movies starring him, I kind of roll my eyes at them. Because I kind of feel like when you have a movie and it's starring The Rock, they kind of make the movie about The Rock instead of making Rock play a character in that movie. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I kind of feel when I see The Rock is starring in a movie. And this one is kind of the same way. This movie was, of course you had the Jungle Cruise story, but, the movie kind of was based around The Rock, the character of The Rock, and not necessarily The Rock playing a character in this movie. So basically, the whole premise of this movie is that Emily Blunt's character has this ancient arrowhead, like a stone arrowhead, and she's on the search in the Amazon looking for some kind of tree that's supposed to bring like some kind of healing tree that have these magical properties. And people have looked for this tree forever and never found it, but she hires The Rock, to be her guide along these rivers to try to find out where this tree is. She wants to be the one to discover it. Now, this movie takes place way back in the day, so they did a lot of play on, one of the things that was kind of a joke throughout the movie was that Emily Blunt's character was wearing pants, and this took place back in the past, way back when women didn't wear pants. It wasn't a normal thing. And The Rock's character, I thought it was pretty funny. He kept, throughout the whole movie, he called her pants, because he said in the movie that he's never seen a woman wearing pants before, And there was even a section where she had to go swimming and she took off her clothes so she can go swimming. And under it, she had on I don't know what you call it, but undergarment, like an old timey undergarment, which was basically more pants. And The Rock was like, so you wear pants under your pants? I just thought that was funny. And it had a lot of little jokes like that, sort of dad jokes. It was like a big running gag throughout the movie where The Rock would say all of these different little gag jokes. Some of them are funny. Dad jokes are dad jokes, But yeah, when I watched this movie, I would say probably about the first 35 minutes, I completely zoned out. I can't even tell you how things started with this movie. I completely zoned out. I didn't think I was going to make it to the end of the movie. I thought, I've been having a situation lately where a lot of movies have been having a hard time keeping my attention. And I thought this was going to be another one of those movies that did that. But eventually the action started. I think it had action all along. I just completely zoned out. But eventually, I kind of started getting into the movie and it got more interesting to me. And by the end of the movie, I was all in, and I can say that I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a decent movie. I wouldn't say it was a good movie. For example, I watched this movie about a day or so ago, and I can't really remember a whole lot that happened in the movie. It wasn't that memorable as far as I'm concerned. But there was a lot of action. There was a lot of action. There was a lot of fun action. Not like action where there's a lot of stunts and stuff like that, which it was those two. But it was like a lot of fun action that make you kind of smile when you see the different things that happen. It's the kind of action that I kind of associate with like old school, going to the movies, seeing the blockbuster back in the Steven Spielberg days, stuff like that. Is that kind of action, Indiana Jones style action. That's like thrilling action and comical action, that kind of action. And it had a lot of that, and that was for me, once that stuff started happening and happening consistently, that was what enabled me to, continue watching after I got to the point where I was kind of zoned out on the movie. But yeah, like, I'm not telling any spoilers. There are some things that happen in this movie that, you kind of find out later on that is complete spoilers, and I'm not going to tell it here. I know sometimes in my videos I do, spoil stuff, but this, I'm not going to do it here. I just want to give you my thoughts of the movie, so I don't know. I think that if you're a fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean series, Pirates of the Caribbean or the Caribbean, I'm not sure which way you say it. But if you're a fan of that series, you probably will like this movie. The thing about that series that I think also is that your fan, how much you enjoy that series, pretty much all dwells on how much you enjoy the Jack Sparrow character. You enjoy Johnny Depp's character. And this movie, I kind of feel like is the same way. How much you enjoy this movie is going to be how well you take to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's character, which I don't even know what his name is in this movie. That's how memorable this movie has been for me. But yeah, if you are a really big Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson fan and you just like watching The Rock be The Rock in movies, if you like those style of movies, if you just want like a fun action, thrilling comedy style movie that you can just kind of zone out and watch and not have to worry about having to pay too much attention to and just enjoy what you see on the screen, this would be a good movie for that. But if you're looking for something with some more depth, you're looking for some action that's like really, specific action, fight scenes that are like well choreographed and stunts. If you're looking for that kind of stuff, you're not going to get it here. I mean, you get some action, you get some exciting action, but it's kind of like the basic type of thrilling action. It's nothing too impossible. There's some pretty good special effects, but as far as like choreography and all of that kind of stuff, it's like run-of-the-mill stuff. It's nothing too out of the ordinary. But yeah, that's Jungle Cruise. It's on Disney Plus. Give it a watch if you think that some mindless action with a little bit of comedy would be good for you, and if you're a fan of The Rock. But I would say if those things don't seem like they will entertain you, you could probably wait on watching it. I kind of feel like it's one of those movies that you put on in the background while you're doing something else. That's the value that I got from the movie. Even though I didn't watch it that way, but if I do watch it again, that's probably going to be how I watch it. I'm washing dishes and I put the movie on just so that it wouldn't be completely silent in the house. But yeah, Jungle Cruise, go ahead and check that out. And thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure you click subscribe. I'm going to be doing some more videos coming up, and make sure you don't want to miss it. So hit the bell so you'll get notifications. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.